Ooh, oof. What is going on, my YouTube family? I hope you guys are having another good day. It's been about a little over a week, but I'm back with some content, y'all. So check it out. Today we are dropping a install video. We are changing out all of the interior speakers on the 4th Gen dually. During Black Friday, Skar Audio had 25% off their entire website. If you guys are into the audio world or systems, Skar Audio, I think they've been around. They've been relevant probably for the last almost 10 years, I want to say, but they make good stuff. I had their 6.5s in my 3rd gen right before I sold it. Sounded awesome. I had their bullet tweeters up front too, along with the DS18s. But this time it's gonna be all Skar. Okay, I have everything. I kind of got a little head start because first time I'm taking apart a 4th gen interior like that, so I wanted to take my time and kind of figure out what I'm doing. So far we're good. I got the back driver door or back driver side panel off. We got all the speakers on the tailgate, so I'm gonna show you guys what we're working with now, okay? All right, let's come over here. By the way, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. All right, so what we got here, we got some Skar audios. All right, now I'm not doing components this time, just regular. These are, wait, did I say backwards? These are coaxial speakers. There we go, coaxial. So you have components and then you have coaxials. Coaxials are going to have the tweeter built in. They usually have a frequency, I can't think of the name right now, but basically a filter, a frequency filter, which is going to channel out certain tones within that respective speaker. Being 6x9s, which is the factory size for all 4 doors, 6x9s are usually going to be your mids to bassier setup, and then your smaller ones are going to be a more higher pitch, i.e. tweeters. So we got the roof speakers, and then we also have dashboard speakers. The only dash speaker I did not get was the center speaker, because I don't know, I just didn't. But what we got here, and this is the same as that, but these are the Skars TX69. I think these are like their 2nd or 3rd entry above, but these are coaxials, like I said before. Let me get y'all set up real quick so you can check this out. All right, I probably should have had this out, but I wanted y'all to see the box because the box, it looked good. So you get a box inside of a box. Okay. Uh-oh. Get a sticker, and then here it is. So I'll let y'all. I should have got my knife. See if I can break this with my hand. Actually, I'll just pull it out from the side. I don't know why I'm being weird. Boom. So these are going in the doors. Premium speakers. And what I'm going to do is stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison, stock versus the aftermarkets. That way you can see if you hear a difference. So you get the cage. We're not going to be using those cages because the door panel acts like that. And you can see this is clean, man. It's not no cheesy. I mean, I've never seen companies do that before. So, and I've messed with a lot of speakers. You can see the cone in there. It's good stuff. And then this is what I was talking about right here. That's a little frequency filter. And all it does is it just takes out certain frequencies, okay? So we got that. I don't want that stuck down there. Put that over here. All right, so what we got here, these are the 3.5 inch super bullet tweeters. This is all aluminum. And these things are, I've used these before. These things slap. These things are good. But one thing I want to note, so, which you don't get with a lot of speaker companies, but check out, look how, one, they give you good size gauge wiring, but look how much they give you, because traditionally these are going to be dashboard pillared speakers, right? So usually that's where they short the wiring for the factory harness. So what they do is they give you enough to where if you need to daisy it out or stretch it out, whatever, you're not sitting there re-crimping. They also tie in the bypass filter right here, so you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to figure out what frequency filter you want to use and stuff. These ones here, I'm gonna have to do a little research on these ones, but basically I'm gonna have to find out if this goes with the positive, which I'm pretty sure it does. So I'll figure that out though. That ain't nothing. I ain't sweating it. Once again, these are aluminum, so super clean. All right. And then we come over here. I got the back passenger door off, which I'm not gonna lie, it's a little annoying because being a Longhorn or Laramie, I don't know, but because the package this truck is, it has the lights inside the door panel. So like this is a light, and then I disconnected one here, and then this is for the window, and then I took off. These are Torx 20s plastic screws. So I took one, they're plastic, which I think is trash. I took these off thinking that, okay, that's it. Come to find out, I didn't have to take those out. I could have just used the pop clip, because I ended up getting, you have to pop these out in order to get the panel off. So I ended up using this little plastic tool just to pop them out. So kind of wasting my time there. But basically, you got 5 of these that go around, and you just follow them, you take them all out, and then there's a cover here behind it, by the door handle. You pop the cover off, and there's going to be a Phillips screw in there. You take that off, use a plastic tool to pop out the switch for the window. It's pretty common sense. But yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this speaker off, and we're going to put a 6x9 on there. Alright, so kind of just to put this into perspective, right? Factory 6x9, aftermarket 6x9, and then we come down here. This is where the difference, the game changer is. I mean, let's go. This right here, you know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a huge upgrade. I already know it. And this truck has the factory Alpine or amp in it, which actually does a pretty good job. So I'm ready. Let's go. Let's get this on. I'm ready. All right, so something I wanted to show y'all real quick, right? So this right here is the factory harness. Probably should have undid it. All right, so that is the factory harness. This came straight from the fact it connects straight to the factory speaker. Obviously, on the aftermarket speaker, it doesn't have this plug-in. What they do is on Amazon, you get a pack of 4. I got 8 because I have 8 speakers, well, technically 9 total. All right, these are connectors to crimp style adapters. No splicing, no cutting. It's all there for you. And then I would connect the positive and negative to the respective terminals on the speaker, and we would go from there. So this is what we got. I'll have links below. Highly recommend buying these. They're cheap. They're like 10 bucks a pack. This right here is the one that I used. Right there. Nothing crazy, but I will have a link for these below. If you're doing a speaker job, I highly recommend getting these connectors. A few companies make them, so it doesn't really matter who you go with. They're all the same thing. All right, let's go ahead and put the new speaker in. All right, y'all, so I didn't really do nothing, but long story short, the basket is a little bigger. It's a little bigger than this, like for this speaker specifically, but it doesn't, like, you can still get it in. And I made sure that the door panel sits on there fine. It does, not an issue. But long story short, when you go to put this basket on, it's not going to sit fully seated, but it creates a seal around it. And I've tested the speaker, it works fine, all that good stuff. So I'm not tripping over that. All I did was I just put the top 2 screws in. I started them, and then I put the bottom in, started them, and then I just evenly star pattern, just ran them in. I could go more if I want to, but I mean, that's just a little lip there, but there's no gap here. So the sound is still it's gonna perform the way the speaker's meant to perform. It's just that basket's so thicker, but I don't feel like trimming the housing. I'm not about to get in all that, but this is clean right here. I ain't got a problem with that right there. All right, so we're gonna put this panel on. I ain't gonna lie, this is my first time taking panels off and putting them on 4th gens. It kind of sucks on these trucks because the ergonomics isn't, like, it's not really there. For 3rd gens, man, it's so easy, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get this panel back on. Yo, so we got the door panel back on. It sits 100% flush, y'all. Told you, like I said, your boy ain't gonna let you down. It fits really good. I also found out why I was struggling with the door panel, because I'm, you know, well, let's be real. Sometimes I have my slow moments. All right, so this piece pops off completely. So I took the Phillips screw off, and then I just popped, and then that was it. I don't even know how I got this door off without breaking it. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself, but I didn't know that. So I don't know if this is for like a Laramie Longhorn setup, I don't know, but or maybe for the Laramies, but this comes off so that way you have room to be able to get your little pop-up thingy for the door lock up and down. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it all back together, and make sure you reconnect all your little accessory lights and wires and stuff if you got that. Yeah, and that's it. All right, y'all, so we got the door back on, the driver's side door. So now we're doing the left side dash speaker. It's a 9/32. It took me 4 times to figure out what size it was. I don't know why RAM made it that difficult, but whatever. All right, so you can see right there, in order to pop this off, all you gotta do is take off your pillar here, take that off, and then just come at it from the side with the pick tool and just pop it up, and then you get access to it. Same thing for that side, you take that off. I'm gonna go ahead and take the speaker out. Hopefully the new tweeter can fit in there, because we ran into the issue where the speaker, I ordered a 1.5 or 1.8 inch tweeter, but it's too big to fit in there. So I gotta find a baby speaker, like real tiny, like pretty much a little 1 inch tweeter. So yeah, making progress. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and got the front left tweeter installed. It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of challenging because you don't get a lot of cable from the factory, and the plug connectors that I bought thinking that they all were the same, which would make sense, they weren't. These are actually smaller. This is the factory plug right there. That thing is smaller than the ones that are for the doors. So I don't know which aftermarket splitters you would use, but I mean, I just did it the old school way. I used some T-taps and some spade connectors. I've wired systems up like that 1,000 times, so I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall it. I also need to make sure it fits in there. Let me see, 1 second. All right, y'all, so it is in there. The fitment is a little weird because it's hard trying to get up front up there by the windshield because of the curve. So it looks like a lot of space, but really you got like that much space to work with. So all I did was I 1-bolted it, but it's super secure. Like, I mean, you know, it's a speaker. It's not like it's doing something crazy, but yeah. So I 1-bolted it. It's super secure, snug, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's it. She clean, man. Boy, I tell you what, Skar know they can make some mean tweeters. All right, it's time to do the comparison. Boom. All right, you guys. So the left side of the truck is done. And the right side got stock. So what we're gonna do now is I got some music that I can play that won't get me copyrighted on YouTube, because YouTube is being weird. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play the music. It'll start off. So right now, here, let's do this equalizer. Right now we're gonna set everything to neutral, so that way the playing field is even, because some speakers perform better than others when you start tuning it and stuff, obviously. So right now it's bone stock, zeros across the board, bass, mids, and treble. And yeah, and then the fade is in the center, so it's 100% unbiased. And then I got the camera legitimately in the center of the truck. It's on the armrest. All right, so let's go ahead, play a little something real quick. So right now it's in the center. So don't you go running away. You're not running a race. Like somebody got a gun in your face. You're running in place. You didn't get fight, so running away. That's on the right. Like somebody got a gun in your face. It ain't no point in you running away. I'm loving all the opposition coming from nothing, not about the business. Dealt with the pain, no need to complain, cause ain't nobody really trying to listen. I see the darkest of days, yeah. Still ain't nothing block the vision. I even tried cutting my pain away. Couldn't never cut the mission. I could've gave up a long time ago. Forget those attempts to fade away. My time to go. My wife and my baby saved me. Kept it life was getting too crazy. Had to man up, I had to just face it. From my rhythm and change up the pace. So don't you go running away. You're not running a race. Like somebody got a gun in your face. You're running in place. So please don't you find yourself running away. You're not running a race. Like somebody got a gun in your face. It ain't no point in you running away. My mind's above the clouds. I am so blessed. Cause I be smoking loud till I'm tone deaf.
The cops, they shoot us down, it seems hopeless. That's why we make this music, it's my opus. That trying to elevate my thinking, don't approach us. I demonstrate just in.
Alright, so that was like a minute and a half of me playing around. The mid stock speaker has more bass but no clarity. The left side, the tweeter, the Skar beats the factory tweeter. It beats it, like, that's not even a debate in my opinion. The Skar tweeter sounds so much clearer. It has the built-in high pass frequency, high frequency bypass on it, or low frequency bypass. So basically it only plays the high frequency songs. This is the stock tweeter. It sounds good, like it's not trash. It's just not as good as what I just put in there, if you know what I'm saying. Like I said, we had that at 0 on everything. Surround sound, I left that on. I mean, it's only gonna do so much, but yeah. So I don't know, you guys. You guys tell me. Y'all be the judge. Left side or right side takes it. Hey y'all, so I figured I'd let y'all hear one more time. I finished everything on the truck. Everything, all the speakers got changed. Mine is the center little guy, and then the 2 on the back roof. So everything's done now. I just figured I'd let y'all hear everything with the new system, or the new setup, all here. All right.
Don't you worry, don't be scared, I'll be there in a hurry. Run it up, uncontested like free throws. I'm all in every time like casinos. Came here strictly but chips, I don't mean no. I just cash in, that my fashion. Run it up, uncontested like free. If the blame is yours, you gon' be the one to pay for it. Walking through some bands, I ain't even had to stay for it. Don't bet against the underdog, I was made for it. It's a quick decision, need no pivot, cause it's straightforward. It's the newer vintage, got me dripping like a rainforest. Got it for the low, but you gon' spend more than I gave for it. Get too close, you better step back like you James Harden. You ain't keeping nothing, you might fade away. They ain't fit this feeling in a minute, while me stay today. And you know I get it poppin' like some misplays. And now I really like the dog unless it's major plays. Everything solid as if I sold.
All right, y'all. So hopefully that gives y'all a sample of what we got going on here. One thing to mention: do not do that when you put brand new speakers in. You always want to break your speakers in. Give it about a week if you daily drive it. Give it about a week so the speakers can fully break in. Some people do a little shorter. I usually do a week before I really start laying into them. You don't want to go past 75% volume. So on this truck, the max volume is like 35, so I probably wouldn't want to go past like 22, 24-ish, something like that, or 25. But that's just a little tip, food for thought. All right, so we got the video. All right, so pretty much this is the end of the video, y'all. I just wanted to show you the difference between upgrading your speakers inside your vehicle. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. This back in 2014, this truck option was the highest you can get. I want to crack windows a little bit. This truck option was the highest package you can get. It came decked out, man. The Uconnect, the Alpine system, which I will say from factory that it does sound good. Like, don't get me wrong, it sounds really good. The Alpine system was good, but I always want some good sound. All right, if you guys stuck around or was with me back on the 3rd gen, y'all know how I was with the sound system. I do fully intend to run subs in this truck because one, there's a factory woofer in here, which I'm pretty sure is underneath the center console, which it's not bad. It does its thing, but it can't compare to 212s in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I highly approve of these. A couple things. So first things, actually, really the only thing, well, actually 2 things, yeah. First things first, the roof. I wasn't able to do that one because the fitment wasn't there. It wasn't the speakers I got, they're so big and powerful. Like they're fat, man. Skar doesn't cut corners. By the way, I paid for all this myself. They had Black Friday special. I bought it all myself. No sponsorship, no connections whatsoever. I'm just putting y'all on to some good quality speakers for your truck. And on top of that, like, they always have discount codes on their website that 15, 10, 20% off. But yeah, you guys, man, it sounds good to me. I'm gonna leave it 0 on the radio for probably about a week to 2 weeks so they can break in, because you always want to break your speakers in. So something Ram does that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I kind of understand it, and they've been doing it for a while, because my 3rd gen was the exact same way. The 2 front 6x9s and the driver and passenger doors, they use those as the bass woofers, and then the 6x9s in the back, they use those as your mid slash highs, because the audio, to give it that surround sound effect, you do get a little bit more from the back, but where it makes up at is the dashboard tweeters. They need to be powerful, clear, so that way you can still feel like you're hearing the music from all the way around. I know for a fact, once I find the right size, and I'll make a little YouTube short or a little video showing how to swap them out real quick. It's super fast on those. Once I find a speaker that can actually fit, or if you guys know of a speaker that can fit in there, please, by all means, drop a link down below. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy, just something that's better than stock and it fits in there. But yeah, so they put the bass on these front 2 doors. So what happened was, I changed out the rear 6x9 first. It was clear, crisp, loud. Like, that's what I want. I like that stadium arena stuff. But then when I put the front one on, it's all bass with barely any mids or highs in it. And I was like, wait a minute. And then I thought about it. I was like, they did the same thing just like on the 3rd gen. My 3rd gen was the exact same way. So I reran my mids and highs amp. I have a video on that way back then. I reran all that with a 4-channel amp. I'm not going to go that far with a 4-channel on this truck, just because the factory amp in here, it pushes like some, it's good. Like, it's actually good. And Alpine, like, not this Alpine, because this is like separate from the real Alpine, but Alpine themselves, they make factory amps that you can just 1-for-1 swap for the amp that's in your vehicle, so you don't have to rerun an entire system. Right now they got one that's, I believe, pushing 800 watt RMS, which is good for your mids and highs. Mids and highs, you don't need nothing crazy. A 500 watt is perfect if you're only running mids and highs on that. So just some speaker knowledge. I used to be huge into speakers back in the day, high school, all that stuff. So I used to do it a lot. Now I'm not really like that. I just want clean music, good bass, good notes. I want to be able to know the difference between my mids, my highs, my lows, subwoofer, all that good stuff. So it seems like the lows are in the front, the subs somewhere here in the center, the mids are in the back doors in conjunction with the roof speakers somewhat. Your dashboards are going to definitely be the highs. So hopefully that helps you guys out. I didn't show a whole lot taking apart like the doors and the dash stuff. There's tons of videos out there on YouTube. This is more so to show you guys high quality speakers getting put into this truck, into this bad boy. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Until next time, which is going to be soon. I got some off time coming up here soon. We got our work cut out here, definitely, because that's getting dropped. I got to order some LEDs for around the outside of the truck. The Boost Auto Part mirrors they're at the paint shop. Had a small hiccup with them at the paint shop, so they're taking care of it. Nothing crazy. They're gonna come out dope. So we should be getting those mirrors any day here soon. Other than that, though, until next time, make sure you guys smash a thumbs up, drop a comment, let me know what you think of the video, all that good stuff. I love hearing from you guys. I try to respond to all you guys. Thank you so much. Until next time, you guys take care, be safe, peace out, all that good stuff. And until next time, I'm out.